the afterlife, okay? Here's what I believe about the afterlife. I believe that when we like die, when human beings die, not animals, when human beings die, you die in the plane of existence you were once in. Like, by that I mean, like, if you die in a dream, you're gonna stay in that dream until the advent, yeah? Or if you die in the sea, you'll remain at sea. If you die in the ground, you'll remain in the ground, like you're buried there or something. If you die in the sky, you'll remain in the sky. That's just the way I see it, okay? So then when the second advent of Christ, when it arrives, he'll gather people from the ocean, he'll gather people from the land, he'll gather people from any other location where they died in. And the most scary one of all is when you die in a dream. Because I imagine myself having a nightmare and dying in real life while I'm still in that nightmare. Could you imagine? The advent of Christ could come by like 1,000 years after today. And, you know, I'll be in that dream for a fucking 1,000 years. Or depending on how time, I've heard time is actually slowed down when you're in dream mode. Because you can, what? The average human being dreams about 2 or 3 times per night. And that takes about, what? A period of 30 minutes maybe? So, I mean, can you imagine that? In that one nightmare for 1,000 years, and that, with time all slowed down and shit. Come on, man, that's some scary shit. So, yeah, let me see. That's my religious belief. So, hopefully that answers your question. Okay, Milty Milt asked. Oh, we're almost at the top. Oh, sweet. What's your favorite food? Favorite food would probably have to be. Damn, that's tough because it's either corn dogs or extra cheese pizza or mac and cheese, like really good cheesy mac and cheese. Those are like my 3 favorite things ever. And they're all like junk, you know? They're not like good food, you know? Like, I enjoy good food, but those are like my favorite, just the taste. The way my taste buds are, it's just like, those foods just allure to my taste bud. Like, it's just crazy. Where are you from? I know you probably mentioned in vlogs on that, but I was just wondering. From the Dominican Republic. How often do you eat paper? I eat paper all the time. Look at this. I have all this paper in my hand because I'm ready to eat it. Nigga, well, paper all day, son. Where you at? Oh, look, I missed some. Fucking delicious, nigga. I eat that shit all the time, okay? I just need to add a little salt and some pepper and shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's pretty chewy. Metal Gear, oh, his camera was removed. Metal Gear Welkin. Redhead, brunette, or blonde girl? And why? I personally love gals with red hair. I do too, my friend. I love girls with red hair. Oh. Well, that's my lunch for today. Okay, I love blondes most. Okay, for the longest time, I didn't. Okay, my first love was blonde. Okay, she was natural blonde, not that fake bullshit you see every day. And she had beautiful hair, but so painful. So things happen, and then, you know, I was like, I never want to meet another blonde girl again, just because I don't want to go through the same experience of losing someone and then just blondes. I just grew a dislike for girls with blonde hair until like last year when I started becoming more mature and saying, you know what, I need to let go of all this hatred and dislike of stupid things, like hatred of like little things, not hatred of people, hatred of little things. Like, I could hate the way this thing is designed just because it takes too much work to open this up and then close and put this thing away. I'd be like, I hate that, yo. Like, not hate, like deep hate, like my fucking nose. Not deep hate, but hate as in annoyance. Like, my nose keeps itching and I'm hating that. I hate that maybe I inhaled some dust or something and now I'm getting all allergic. So that's one thing I hate. But blonde, I am my favorites. My favorites are blonde. And then Lord of Dragons. Sweet, we're going to Lord of Dragons. One, which is more powerful, a Dark Knight or a Paladin Dark Knight? Dark Knight. I crack my neck and all 3 of those double, triple take things. 2, if you were to choose one of the main jobs in Final Fantasy, which one? That's a good one. Either thief, monk, or no, not really. You know, thief or monk. Thief or monk. Because monks fight with their fists, and I love that shit. And thieves dual wield, which I also love. So I don't know. It's one of those two. I'm gonna leave it like that. There's really, trust me, we'll be here all day. I'm not gonna decide between those two. Favorite Belmont, Leon Belmont. Two badass, the original Belmonts, my nigga. Okay, 4. If you could have any magical superpower, what would it be? Flight. Okay, flight. That's my preferred thing. Like, you don't understand what it's like to fly in the sky. Like, you could see that in airplane, but how free would it be to fly through the clouds of water and the chill air, the atmosphere? That'd be great, man. That's such a great feeling. You know, it's a funny story. Back when I was a kid, this is a true story. Okay, even now, I don't believe it. You know, true story. Back when I was a kid, I just came to New York. Right, I've been living in New York for like a year or two, so I was like 6 years old. So right, so I came to New York. And I used to live over at Westchester. And, you know, if some of you guys know where that is, like Bronx, Westchester. And maybe the people who've been there know that there's like a train that passes through. I forgot what train it is. I think the 4 train passes through. I don't remember, but it goes a long way. Not that specific train. No, it's not the 4 train. Okay, it's I forget what it was. I'll have to look it up. I'll probably post it in the description if I remember. But it's a train that goes a really long route, and then it turns at one point, turns to the left, and then it continues a long route. But that's Westchester, right? And then, but no, not the part of Westchester that has the that supermarket, the orange one. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Not that one. The one on the other side where there's all the discount stores and there's a Toys R Us there. That side. Okay, so over there's a fire hydrant next to, because the train's under a bridge. I mean, the train's above a bridge. There's a bridge of water there, and like there's a fire hydrant when you're crossing the bridge thing. And then I asked my mom, because I was with my mom, right? I was like, you know, all the weird things happen to me in that same spot, because that's when I first experienced a car having a flat tire. I saw it for the first time. Back then, my mom and her friend, right, there was this car that was going by, and I was such a passionate, sweet kid back then. I was like, because I saw a flat tire, and that fucking tire was fucked up. I mean, the car was just like, the car was just, the wheels, rather, they just kept like rotating in the weirdest manner. And I had never seen something like that before. It just like popped. And I felt sorry for the dude. I was like, wow, man. And my mom and her friend were just laughing. I was like, and I got really pissed when I yelled at them. I was like, why are you laughing? This is not a funny thing. You know, this is something that, you know, this poor guy has to go through this. And like, you think this is funny? You think he wants you to laugh at him? You know, how would you feel if you had like a flat tire like that and everyone was laughing at you? It was like, don't even laugh at him again. And then they were just like stunned. They just stopped laughing and we just kept going. It was crazy. But then like the second experience, actually no, that was the second experience. The first experience is when I wanted to fly, okay? This is not a lie, this is a true story, right? And it was a really breezy day, right? I don't know how much I weighed, but like thinking about it scientifically, I must not have weighed a lot. I must have been really thin back then. Cause right, I told my mom, can you imagine what it's like to fly? You know, and my mom just laughed at me. She's like, you want to fly, my dear boy? And I'm like, yeah, I would love to fly. Imagine that, you're like in the sky, you get to like fly with the birds, and you pet them in the air while you're flying. And then she's like, it's like, don't regret something that you don't want. It's like, my mom maybe like not like flying at that one moment. She's like, if you fly, imagine that, you'll never come back. You'll fly, but you'll never know how to land. And I'll never see you again. You'll never come back to me. And then I started thinking, she's right, you know. I was like, she's right, I'll never see her again. So then, like before she said that, I said, God, if I had a wish in life, I wish I could fly. You know, I just said it like that. I wish I could just fly and spread my arms like that. Oh my God, dude, I'm not kidding you. When she said that, I don't know if she was looking I mean, I'm sure she saw, but part of me makes me think she has some kind of magic power or something, like controlling of the winds. Because a sudden gust of wind came from below and just like hit up. And dude, I swear to God, man, I swear to fucking everything. Like, I was lifted off the ground. And it was so strong that I was holding on to the fire hydrant. I was like, no, I don't want to fly. I don't want to fly. You know, I was like pleading God. I was like, no, please, I don't want to fly. And in that moment, everything, like my whole death, like I envisioned my whole death. Like I would fly really far, and I wouldn't know how to land. And I would land on like a pit or something, and I would be dead. And I would go see God or something. It was so stupid as a kid, but I swear to God, no. This is, if it's anything that's truthful in anything I've ever said, it's this. I was lifted off the ground, and I'm talking about my. Okay, this is the like. Let me put a fire hydrant example. Okay, let's say this is the fire hydrant, right? And this is me, right? So like, I was like, let me fly, and then let me put it here. I was like, let me fly. Then I was like, I was lifted. I was like holding on, and my legs were like in the air and shit like that. And I was holding on to the like little tip, you know, where the screws at. I was holding on to that. I was like, please God, please let me land. And then I landed right back down, and like my mom turned around that very second. Like I don't think she's, because I wasn't looking at her, but I don't think she saw when I was in the air. But she saw when I was coming back down from the sky or whatever. And she's like, what the heck was that? And I was like, I told God I didn't want to fly anymore. And then she just like looked at me with a weird eye, and I'm like, okay. And then we just kept continuing, and we went home. Like it's the oddest thing ever. But that made me fear flying for the longest time. Fear heights, everything. I was just like, it's crazy. But now I like it again. I'm still afraid of height. Not really afraid, but I still get nervous when I see something like really high up. I mean, it doesn't affect my performance. I just get an uneasy feeling. You know, I'm like, oh shit. I think everyone's born with that feeling, or everyone experiences it at one point in their life. There's no immunity to that. People are just like, and then you could say there are people that jump off of high things. Well, that's just courageous thing. It doesn't mean that he's not scared of it. Of course, everyone's scared to jump off something really high, but it takes a lot of courage to do it. I mean, I've jumped off of. I mean, I've been skydiving before, so I mean, it takes a lot of courage. But like, it's not as bad when you're in the air. Okay. Anyway, a huge demonic castle suddenly appears in the middle of your town, and a horde of monsters erupt forth to lay waste to the countryside. What do you do? Fucking leave. I'll move to the next town. Like seriously, man. Well, that's the most realistic, logical response I could give you. I'm sorry you were expecting some heroic shit. Like, I'm gonna go fight them niggas. I'm gonna teach them who the Belmont is. No. I am not a fool. I would leave town. If by some reason I was not able to leave town, I'll let someone else handle it. And if someone else couldn't handle it, I would have to gear up, get a whip, get some crosses, and then head on over to Castlevania. Okay, Red Mage Wolf, again, asks, I just thought of two more. And I just had to ask, if you had a superpower, what would it be? Flight. Or intense wisdom. Okay, have you ever fired a gun? Yeah, I have. I fired a shotgun once. And man, I almost lost a couple teeth. I mean, this is the first time. It was a practical joke a friend played on me. I mean, damn, man, that was some cruel shit. Like, that's when I didn't know the recoil of a shotgun. I was just like, damn. It hurts. So anyway, Pissed Off Beyond is like, any questions, huh? Well, do you know when you do a Street Fighter 2 and 3? Street Fighter, what? Because I've been waiting for you to do a couple of months now. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, congrats on nearly 2,500 over by the time. What? Over by the timeline? Waiting to make a comment, but yeah, man, good luck. Okay, that's weird wording. I never promised to do Street Fighter 2 or 3. You might be thinking Streets of Rage, 2 and 3, which I will do, okay? But I'm not gonna do it for a while. Like I said, I gotta finish these current Let's Plays first. So yeah. Okay. Alorena asks, favorite childhood TV show? Land Before Time, I guess. Such a good show. Or those FIFO things, like the FIFO, like FIFO Goes West, like the cartoon version. Those are great. Like And there's always those Looney Tunes and Hanna-Barbera shows. I love them so much. Like, I don't know which one this was, but I remember there was like a Robin Hood episode with like animals. I've never been able to remember the name of it, but I've been looking for it. I haven't found it yet. But it was great. And like, the only thing I remember is this one, like, not a rat, but like I don't know what it was. But it was like, "Where's Meryl?" or something. I don't know what he was asking. He was asking this stupid question, and he just kept asking that. And like that was the whole theme of the thing, just finding this character they were looking for. It was like Robin Hood like. It's crazy.